Good afternoon, internet. Right, Saturday the 22nd of April. You know what, you wouldn't actually believe this, but all this week this weather's been great. And the day that I have the chance to come out, well, yeah, the less said about that the better. Okay, oh look, my helmet must be expecting more sun. Right, so this is going to just be a little short ride just to get me out. I'm not too sure where. This is going to be a let's see where we end up. Hey dear. I'm just going to again, as usual, get the jeans down, put the visor down because it's a tad balmy. It is right now. Right, so like I say, Saturday the 22nd, so tomorrow, for anyone who's British or English I should say, it's St George's Day, is it not? Well, it is. Right, where are we going? Where am I going to go in this fine place? Okay, at the moment I'm quite happily steaming. I thought to myself, shall I leave the glasses off, because I'm steaming up here quite nicely, which I am. Deary me, this could be a ride with the visor up most of the day, I think. You wouldn't think the weather could change so much, you really couldn't, from what it was to what it is now. Right, bit of a stand up again, get the trousers down. Okay, so St George's Day tomorrow. Yeah, so like I said, all week, oh, I'll tell you what, it's a bit windy this morning, but right, all week the weather has been absolutely gorgeous, sunny, dry, calm, and you think to yourself, yeah, this is good. But here, where I live, and I'm sure it's the same in the UK at the moment, the kids are on holiday. They've been on holiday all this week, they're on holiday all next week, so of course, you know, you got to do your family bit. And I was thinking to myself, okay, this is no problem, come the weekend I can get out. So last night, in the night, it absolutely threw it down. Got up this morning and like everywhere was soaking wet, it was still raining, and it's been pretty miserable. The wind was up terrible. Again, I think it's the same in the UK. You know, you don't get that much different weather. And then I sort of kept my eye on the weather, and then as the mornings progressed, we've had a few showers, but I mean nothing too much. So I thought, okay, I've got to get out. You know, I've got to get out on the bike. It's been too long, and yeah, so here we are. One thing I did notice, and you know, I suppose with the bike being, or was, brand new, the first sort of 1,000 kilometres, you know, everything's sort of settling in, and I know I've done a few things to the bike as well. So basically, I looked at the chain, because I sort of oil the chain every time the bike goes out. I'll give the chain a good going over, and I thought to myself, you know, there's a lot of slack seem to all of a sudden. I mean, bearing in mind I've done nearly 900 kilometres, so you know, it's no huge mileage, but this chain has stretched quite a bit really. But having said that, you know, looking at the chain, I don't think it's what you call the highest quality chain. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but you know, and I've said this before, when I had my Suzuki, you know, the chain had done, what was it now, 25,000 miles, and when I sold it with the replacement kit which I got to put on, but it didn't need it, you know. So I can't see this, the chain that's fitted to this bike, doing that sort of distance. And I am fanatical, I must admit, at cleaning and lubing the chains. Anyway, so I thought to myself, get the ride done today, and from what I can gather with the weather, tomorrow it's supposed to be really bad. So I thought, you know what, it could be in the garage, get it up on the ramp and adjust the chain. Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, so welcome back. Now I've finished doing my first bit of rabbiting. I hope you're all keeping well. You know, it won't it be nice, this week has been like a test day. Like, I think everybody, certainly around here, sort of thought, oh, you know, summer is actually going to arrive. I mean, it's not cold, that's one good thing, because I'm sure you all know by now, me and the cold, we don't get on. So yeah, it's not cold, but I don't know, this it just doesn't seem to want to get here, you know. Right, so this is called Mahalon, this little village that we've gone through just. Try not to ride into his twig that's sticking out. And how did you get that hole in the head, sir? Well, I was overtaking this wagon with a twig sticking out. Okay, sorry. Right. See, it's quite cloudy, look, if you look around, but hopefully it'll leave us in peace, you know, and we can have a dry ride, as they say. So yeah, I've been you know, there's a lot of videos on YouTube, you know, people who basically, you know, do the same as me. You know, we get a bike and, you know, we do all different things to it, and you know, I mean, like me, I've changed the exhaust and I've changed the air filter, and hang on a sec, let me just yep, I've got it. Anyway, and you know, you make all the modifications to the bike, which I do not regret doing one bit. I really don't, you know. I think it's made such a difference to the way this bike behaves, the way it performs. Anyway, so but of course, basically, when this bike has done 5,000 kilometers, it's back for its service, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to turn around and say, well, you know, the things that you've changed, it's going to be out, it's the warranty won't count. I just, you know, and I could put it all back, you know, I could swap the exhaust and I could put the, but you know, I just think to myself then, you know, he's like, I'm not too sure if that's really what I want to do. It's okay. I'm just thinking here, where am I going, sort of thing. Do you know what? I'm just going to pull this back a bit, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way. There you go. Okay, stand up again. Have a waddle down with the jeans. So yeah. So I'm just sort of thinking, you know, what am I going to do in respect to that? Am I going to change it all back before I take it to its service, or am I just going to sort of turn round and knock the servicing on the head, which I know I sort of lose the warranty, you know. I mean, this, you get your 3-year warranty with these bikes, you know, which is good. I think it's a decision that I'm going to have to make when I get to my 5,000. If this engine is running sweet as a nut, with no audible clangings or bangings or anything else that it wants to do, then you know what, you got to add up what you're going to spend. I mean, the place where I've got to take it to, you know, especially when it's due for its 5,000, you know, it's a long haul all the way up there, and then you've got to sit with it while it's being done, and then you've got to come all the way back. And judging on the first service, which cost me €180, and as far as I can tell, all they did was change the oil and maybe have a quick check round the bike. But when I say a quick check, I'm on about a visual check, yeah. So I'd say the next service is going to cost me €250, I would think, you know. And from my point of view, the reason that I bought this bike was, well, 2 reasons, you know. Is one, the ease of the handling. I mean, it's great, you know, and as we all get older, you know, the easier or the more enjoyable the better. The second thing was the simplicity of the bike, you know. Single cylinder, it's workable to the end of the day, it's great. So I mean, come on, the worst thing that can happen really is, for whatever reason, you have an engine seizure. I mean, these bikes are so easy to work on, it's no big deal, is it? You know, you can strip this engine down, you know, you can rebuild it. It really is pretty simple. So I'm thinking, you know, add up your 3 years servicing. I don't know, I'm sort of thinking to myself now, do I, you know, do I sort of knock the servicing on the head and do it myself? You know, I mean, I've always serviced all my stuff myself, always, you know. It's what I do, and no disrespect to any mechanics out there, but it's, you know, when it's your bike, when it's your pride and joy, you look after it, you know, you do, and you tend to try and do it right, so you give it that little bit more love and attention, yeah. Yeah, so that's where I'm at, you know. That's where I'm at. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. You know, it looks very much like it might have rained around here recently, within the last sort of few minutes maybe. Still, never mind. Like I said, this is not going to be an awfully long video, because I don't want to get awfully wet. Right, okay. So yeah, that's the sort of bit that I'm thinking of now. You know, am I going to just take the servicing over myself, and, you know, and just, I know I'll lose the warranty, but yeah, personally, I'm thinking it's probably what I'm going to do. Be interesting to see what other people do. I mean, you know, there's a lot of people with these bikes that have done exactly the same as what I have, and, you know, you sort of think, maybe it's alright. It's been a while since I've been this route, and it's a different direction, and this is why I thought we'd have a little ride round here. The wind's certainly getting up, eh? Oh, I don't know. We really need this weather to get better. So for I'm sure that there's a lot of you that watch me that watch Itchy Boots. I mean, you know, I think she's watched by so many people now. And the other day when she arrived in Dakar, God dearie me, I mean, the traffic, I mean, she does not like major things, major villages, does she? She doesn't like it at all. And I could feel the frustration that she must have been going through when she actually arrived there. I mean, dear, I just couldn't get, you know, that would have been, I mean, if that would have been me, I'd have found somewhere to turn around and thought, no, you know what, I can't be doing this. Because well, if you watch the video of me when I went to Campere the one Sunday, I couldn't wait to get out of there then. Right, so this is basically what I was sort of looking after, to find this here. So that there is a little campsite down there, look. Yeah, oh, put the visor down. And then if we carry on down here, we come to the actual beach, or the plage, as we say in Bonnie, France. Bonnie, France. Huh? I'm not too sure. You used to be able to go all the way down, but I think in their wisdom they sort of, yeah, you can't do it now. But there, yeah, you sort of get the gist. That's the beach there. Bit quiet at the moment, obviously, with the weather. Oh, look at this. Hey, off-roading. Dearie me, hey. Okay, so, like I said, oh, GB plate. The holiday makers are coming over already. Well, we have a little bit of sunshine coming out, look. Oh, do you know, I hate it when you know, you can't ride with the visor up because it's so well, it's a bit blowy, but you keep steaming up as well. I got a pin lock. It's not the visor that's steaming up, it's my glasses, which to be fair, I don't have to wear them all the time, but I do. But again, we're just going to, there's a little porty thing, I'm sure there is somewhere around here, and I think we'll go and have a quick look at that, shall we? Like I said, this isn't a stay out long video at all. This is just a quick ride round. Let's have a think. If I remember rightly, which I probably don't, these capsies on, no, it's not there. I think it could be down here. We shall go and have a look, shall we not? Huh? Anything to get out. I mean, look, see, you got a little bit of sunshine again now. Yeah, there's a couple of, well, there's a few places which I want to go to and stop and take you around a couple of places, but until this weather improves, you know, I can't see, like, for me, these will be like an all day. I'm out all day, which don't panic. The video, I mean, I know I can talk, but the video's not going to be that long. So, you know, but if I'm going to go out all day, then, you know, it's got to be pleasurable. And, you know, like I said, last week the kids were on holiday, next week the kids are on holiday, although from what I can gather, the weather forecast next week is absolutely awful. So, but I just, hopefully then, you know, the kids go back to school, and do you know, I've got a feeling it could have been down there where I wanted to go, or maybe not, I don't know, maybe it was. I think it was actually. Yeah, I've got an idea that's exactly where I should have gone. So I'll have a little swing there. As I totally misjudged the turning. I was that busy trying to think where I was going. Look at this, we have the sun and I'm steaming up. Right, let's have a look. I've got an idea that where I want to go could be down there, maybe. Is it? I don't think it is. Manvers. Yeah, do you know what? There's only one way to find out, really, isn't it? Huh? If in doubt. Probably get some oofing great big dog come rearing out at me, because now this I don't know, this could be it. Hey, this could be it. Sort of, maybe, I think. Actually, I think this is it. I think this is sort of coming into it the back way, if I remember rightly. Still, it's a pleasant enough little journey. Look at that, that's quite nice there. Look at that there, hey? Hey? Nice little, well, I suppose it's someone's, is it someone's? I don't know. Someone's house, maybe. This is very different, isn't it? Right, hang on a sec. Okay, I think that road there this one that we're on now, I'm pretty sure that this is the one that I wanted to come down, I think. Then again, I could be wrong. I normally am. Okay, so yeah, this, I know where we are. This little house there, look at this. It always amazes me. What a place to live, eh? I could live there. Look at that, eh? I really could. This is it. This is where I wanted to get to. Huh? Hey? Like a little port thing here, look at this. Not a lot of people know this. Hey, look at that. Hey, will you just look at that? Now, isn't that just nice and peaceful? And like in the summer, you can walk. There's a walk there, look, that you go up and over there, yeah. And yeah, hey, 2 seagulls down there. I don't know if the GoPro will pick them up. Not that little big seagulls. I don't know if I've seen seagulls that colour before. Oh well, never mind. So she's like, okay, so yeah. And if you've got a boat, you can bring the boat here and you launch it down there and off you go. Okay, right, what can I say? And the sun's come out a little bit, huh? Right then. Now it would be, see, there's a house there. It's really funny. Look, it's different, eh? Look at that. Okay. Now I'm not 100% sure here to the way that we go back. So going through that little village, because that's where we came up there, look, yeah. So we ain't going to go back down there. And then this one here, okay, this is, I don't like, look at that branch there. Go, blimey, that ain't fall on me buns. That would have woke me up, eh? Jeez, mate. It's really, we'll have to do this little run again when the weather's a bit nicer, and bring a picnic with us. God, dear, mate. This wind, I hate the wind. Right, hold on a sec. Like I said, this video is just a get it on the bike video. Nothing really exciting, but it does give you another look at the sort of the region that I live in, doesn't it, you know? And whereabouts I am. In the very wet heart of Britain. No, it's, to be fair, you know, come on. I do excessively moan about the weather, I know I do. Okay. Right, where are we going? We're going this way. Automatic visor. Oh God. Right. So there you go. Now, trying to remember the way back here, which I'm not too sure. I've got to get its visor up again. Oh, Jesus. Obviously, the ventilation in my helmet, I think, must have been blocking up, because it's certainly seems to be steaming up a lot these days. It's probably time for a new helmet. Right, let's have a look. I do believe. Oh. Saw me riding out today, eh? Cheery me. It's unlike me to be forgetful. I must say, one thing that I have noticed after changing this air filter and this exhaust, it's made, I mean, the fuel, it just seems to last forever. I mean, these bikes are renowned, you know, the fuel economy is great, which I am actually, because I mean, to be fair, apart from really when I took it up for its service, it hasn't really been on any sort of decent runs. But what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of things planned as soon as the weather breaks, to be honest. I don't know, I keep saying this, but you know, that is what it's going to be. And it's alright. This gear change sometimes goes really stiff. Now, I do know sometimes when your chain is a bit excessively needs adjusting, you know, that can, but we'll see. Hey, so anyway, right, back to what I was saying. So I've got a couple of plans where both trips probably be a night out as well for me, because they're like 4-5 hours to get to, so I'll have a night out as well, and you know, it'll be a good run for the bike. And then I think then you can start to sort of get the actual fuel economy a bit better. You know, you can do a trip and see what's what. Plus the fact it'll do the bike good. I mean, it's okay toddling around here, but it is nice to sort of to get a decent trip. Right. Yeah. So just blow a couple of cobwebs out of it for a minute, shall I? It's quite funny, really. You know, I'm not one of these people that does this great planning. You know, it's in fact, I'm not a planner. I'm a get up and, you know, but when it comes to coming out on the bike, I do, you know, I sort of think, okay, I'm going to do that and I'm going to go there, and so a day like today, which I'd sort of yesterday thought, right, I'm going to get up tomorrow morning, and I knew exactly where we was going to go, and it wasn't where we'd just been, and I saw that it's not going to lose interest, because riding a bike's riding a bike, you know. And I really appreciate everyone that sort of watches my channel and, you know, comes along with me. And I got to be honest and say, you know, the channel is growing. I mean, it is. So I must be doing something right, or I try to. But, you know, I'm a huge believer. I like to do things, you know, and so there's quite a few things that I want to do that I think will be interesting for me, and interesting, you know, for the people that come along with me. And you know, I'm just hoping that that today, because I suppose, really, to be honest with you, I probably haven't had my whole heart and soul into today. I was going to knock it on the head, you know, because it literally was raining half an hour before I decided to come out. So it was a bit of and I'm not really that sort of person, you know. So I apologise if today's been a bit scatty, and I've been a bit scatty, but there you go, eh? Okay, well, I'm going to head back now, and again, I apologise for this being a little bit of a sloppy one today. You know, it hasn't been very interesting, but yeah. So I hope everybody's keeping happy and keeping well is the most important thing, and everybody out there looking forward to summer coming at a great speed of knots. I suppose that everybody's going to be thinking about the summer holidays, and mind you, that's you know, we as a family, we always, hang on, let's just get round here. We do a camping holiday. We like, I mean, I like camping full stop, you know, whether I'm just on the bike or, you know, with the family. But of course, on the bike, you can do, you know, you can find little campsites, and which is what I like. if it's just me, or, you know, a couple of bikers, you can find yourself a nice little quiet campsite, and, you know, the only thing that I ask for is it's got an exceptionally clean shower block. But I mean, apart from that, you know, I'm happy as Larry, me. But of course, when you go with the family, which I've said before, I've got young children, you know, so, you know, it ain't all about me. And so some of the campsites that we go on, I still won't do the huge commercial ones. I just, you know, I just can't be doing them. So a sort of mediocre site, you know, which has things to do on it, you know, because the kids, I mean, kids, as long as we're by a beach, which 99% of them we go to, they are, or it's got a pool on the site, you know, and a bit of entertainment of a night, then that's fine, you know, and like everyone's happy. So of course, we're this time of the year, you know, the wife has to get her holidays booked in at work, because God bless her, she still works, unlike me, who's an old git, so I'm retired. And yeah, so this year, for the family holiday, we're probably thinking of going up to Normandy. You know, we've been, like, you know, you go, France is such a vast place, you know. You sort of look on a map to where we live, and you look at Normandy, you think, ah, it's only just up the road. You know, but you're looking at like 6 hours, 5-6 hours, you know. And I mean, come on, 6 hours in a car with the kids. Oh my God, you need a holiday to get over the holiday. Well, I do anyway. So yeah, but I do like them, you know. 2 weeks under canvas, excellent. And it's what I like about camping, you know. And I'm not a Scrooge. I don't, you know, a lot of people say, oh, we go camping because it's cheap. I don't do that. I go camping because I enjoy camping. I think it's great, you know. You especially, you know, if you get a load of people together, you know, and you sort of get there, and if you're there for 2 weeks and they're sort of there for 2 weeks, or, you know, you cop each other's sort of week in, week out bit. You know, you get to know them, you sit outside of a night, you know, you get the old bar. It's sociable. It's just so nice and sociable. And I'm sure anybody that watches me knows that when it comes to talking, I am not shy. I mean, I'm really not. You know, but that's how the world's made, isn't it? This is the trouble in today's day and age. Nobody seems to talk, you know. Any time today would be extremely good. There you go. You know, people aren't sociable half as much as what they used to be. You know, they're all sociable on the phones, you know, that's great, but it ain't the same, is it? I love it, you know. So yeah, that's why I like camping. And likewise, you know, when you go camping, you know, on the bike, and I've gone onto sites, you know, when I used to tour a lot, and you can pull into some of these little campsites, you know, and within sort of half an hour there's people talking to you. Having a bike, you know, is a great talking point. You know, I've been on a lot of sites, and you know, there's been a few campers, you know, and you'll be there, you know, putting your tent up, and I come over and, oh, you know, where are you going to? You know, and oh, that's a nice bike, or oh, you know, you're going there, and before you know it, you know, you're invited for dinner. Oh, I've just cooked me and the husband a meal, you know, and there's plenty out. Do you want to join us? And it's, but you know what? I love that. That's great. Saves me cooking. But no, it's just really nice, you know. And I've met some fantastic people over the years, you know. I mean, you never see him again most of the time. There's a site, reverting back to the family one now, that we go down to in the Vendée. Now, as I said, we're not going this year, but we sort of got to know some of the people. You know, they'd arrive at roughly the same time as us, and you know, and yeah, you know, that. But that's when sometimes it sort of becomes a little bit too much, you know, because you sort of, if you're not careful, it sort of becomes the norm, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we're going down there again, we're going to see so, and so this year, this is why we're going to go somewhere decent. And like I've said, I'm sure I must have mentioned this before. Normandy, I love Normandy. It's a place, you know, all around the D-Day landings and Saint Mary the Église. I absolutely love that place. You know, the three main beaches. You know, Sword, Omaha, and the other one. Yeah, okay. Juno, is it Juno? It's something like that. Anyway, okay, thank God I wasn't a history teacher, eh? The kids are there going, what's he going on about? Anyway, but no, I mean, I you know, and I go around the American cemetery, and I'm like a big baby. I come out of there so many times, all choked up, you know. I don't know, you know, it just gets me, you know. But I always go back. I absolutely love that place, and yeah. So there you go, eh? Sure you won't want it to know that. Me with my tissues out, sobbing my heart out as I get back in the boat. Yeah. Oh, there's our neighbour with his dogs. Right, so as you can tell, we're back home. Like I said, not a long one, you know, probably not a very interesting one, but hey ho, it's got me out. It's proved to you that I'm still about. Hey, I am. Look at this here. I got to think about mud on the road. I know they got to do the job, but I wish they'd take a bloody shovel with them and get the crap off the road. Anyway, stop moaning. Right, okay, listen, it's been great to have you along. I love doing what I do. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to see you, hopefully, although the weather's supposed to be bad next week, who knows, might get out. I might even do a little video of me adjusting the chain, eh? How's that? I'm sure everybody knows how to adjust the chain, but there you go, it's a video, eh? And it keeps us all together. Right, okay, well, thanks for coming along with me. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.